Hello and welcome back to The Right Perspective. Today we're going to be discussing a topic that hasn't really been discussed about. It is Canada Post. If you don't know what Canada Post is basically a mail service. If you live in the States, I think it's USPS. So the thing that I want to discuss about is, if you don't know, Canada Post is owned by the federal government, which is why it's called Canada Post. And the thing about it is it's not used that much anymore. It's actually very costly. So if you look at statistics, Canada Post is losing $748 million a year. So to put this into perspective, in 2023, Canada Post delivered less than 2.2 billion with the B letters. That sounds good. 2.2 billion is a big number. But if you compare it to the peak of Canada Post, which is 2006, they delivered 5.5 billion letters. So basically cut down by 50% in less than 20 years. So what's basically been happening, because Canada Post is losing all this money and it's a crown-owned company, the federal government is just giving it money. Just to clarify, the federal government gave it a loan. It did not just gift it money. So you're paying for the stamps, you're paying for the shipping. Then the federal government is giving it, I think it's like $1 billion for it to make up for its losses. So in the annual budget, what the CEO basically said, these are words from the annual budget. For 2023, Canada Post has recorded a loss before tax of $748 million compared to a loss before tax of $548 million in 2022. Even with Canada Post recently proposing stamp price increase, the corporation projects that without additional borrowing and refinancing, it will fall below its requiring operation and reserve cash requirements by early 2025. After that, it says, a system built to deliver 5.5 billion letters cannot be sustained on 2 billion. What the basic saying here is there's been minimal change since 2006 to actually support the dynamic of the company right now, because they are delivering significantly less things, significantly less letters, significantly less parcels. Even if you look at the statistics from 2006, okay, let's compare 2006 to 2023. So as I first said, 2.2 billion letters 2023, 5.5 letters in 2006. Employees in 2006 was 72,000. Employees in 2023 was 68,000. Revenue in 2006 was 5.83 billion. Revenue in 2023 was about $6.9 billion, which is about $1 billion higher, but they were losing more money. The profit slash loss, 2006, Canada Post profited $119 million. In 2023, they lost $748 million. You might be asking why. Quite frankly, the answer is there's cheap alternatives. When you order from Amazon, it's not Canada Post. Just to chime in quickly, another thing that has to do with it is Canada Post, stuff like Canada Post or CBC were made to compensate Canadians for things that companies might have a hard time doing at first. For example, radio and TV was hard to do back in the day, so that's why they made it the CBC. It's the same thing with Canada Post. Canada Post was there because it was hard to make shipping companies. So that does 100% have something to do with it. Like, at least from where I am, it's usually UPS or like FedEx delivering from Amazon. I think it was just the failure of Canada Post to adapt to the surroundings. For example, like if Canada Post made a deal with Amazon or something, well, they did that, I think they would definitely be in a lot better situation. And now Canada Post is going to be increasing prices of stamps, which I don't think is going to be doing any better, because if someone's already not using a system, I don't think increasing prices are going to encourage people to use it more. And if you kind of look at what Canada Post is now kind of used for, the only things I get from Canada Post is mail, like from the bank, from the government. That's really it. Other than that, I don't really get that. Obviously, like Canada Post is more secure because they have those big boxes on like the end of every street, basically, which is what I do like about Canada Post. So, the conclusion of the story: Canada Post is losing a lot of money.